Hello and welcome back to the Tank Showdown, hosted by the one and only Moba Hub, where things get a little bit too tanky that we're gonna be getting the 5v5 moment. And as we're entering that quarterfinals, this journey or adventure is not, is not fun alone. So we're gonna be joined and accompanied by the one and only Debu, gonna be playing that support role, I'm pretty sure, for this MMORPG type she of a match we're gonna be getting against Team Fright and Team Velocity. So Debbie, what class would you pick for this adventure?
What class? I'll
Yeah.
go for tanks, just wait.
Okay.
Is it?
I'm gonna go for the Ranger,
Yeah,
it seems.
okay, okay. And sometimes I don't get. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, man.
All right.
You know, you have to teach me sometimes what you're referring to.
Yeah, it's an RPG game. Come on, man. RPG game, adventure. Like there's a healer in the class. There's
Oh,
a knight. There's a priest. Type.
When
You
you
know, you know
bathe,
it.
your
You know you're
team
gonna
is
get it.
banning.
oh, okay.
This gaze is
No,
Never mind. I guess she doesn't get it. She's just sort of like, oh, like she gets it. But
no.
anyhow, look at the drafting phase. We have got the team fried onto the blue side. Unfortunately, they won the taunt. I think they won the coin toss, and that's why they're gonna get that first pick. Where it's kind of hard. The only guys that pulled off yesterday was who again? I think it was Prime Eternity to pull off the win on the blue
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
Time to
And
drop
for
the
now, though,
beat
on the other
Your
side is going to be
team is
Velocity
banning.
favoring the two picks on their side.
Yep, they
Ready,
have to be like they have to use
Your
that to
team
their
is
full
picking.
advantage, and I think
I
this
am
team
the
has been the one
priestess
who
of
won
primal
with
light.
Your
the
team
Baxia
is
here,
hunter of
but
all the
still,
demon
no,
gods.
it's actually Velocity. Yes, also Team Fight, Team Fight. They are going for the Edit's first pick. So, will Velocity go for the normal Elise or a Baxia together? Oh,
See
we have to
value
Or
in
see.
maybe
me?
not.
Okay, first pick,
You should.
the Aura guy.
Yeah.
First pick.
Yep. Hands in his pocket also. Not quite this one, but I can see his thumb in his pocket. It's not the entirety of the hands, but it's his thumb in his
True love
pocket. Yeah.
is
So
like
there we
blood.
go.
Your team
Accompanied
is
by a
picking.
beautiful lady. Beautiful
Alright.
necrotic lady. Because she's dead.
Use that. Yeah, necrophi. Never mind.
Hey. I know Sicilian is. Wait, is it
Yeah.
though? If Sicilian is also dead, I mean, vampires are considered
Oh,
undead, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
I might
valid.
not
Then.
be a learned
Yeah,
man, but I
they're
do know
normal.
my traits.
Yep.
They're normal
Dead
in their own
couples.
world. Oh, dead couples. They're gonna be bloody. It's gonna be so bloody.
Your
weird.
team
Even
is
if you look
picking.
at her eyes, right? It's like it's bloody. It's like black. It's right, black blood. What am I even
Yeah.
saying? Look at that dragoon. The
Mhm.
dragoon.
The Dragon. This time, I don't think we're seeing those Tralalero picks or the Tralalero. What is that
team
skin?
is banning.
This time, whoa! On the side of Velocity, they're going straight for the split push. They want to
Your
win as
team
soon as
is banning.
possible. But on the side of fried garlic here, I'll just call them fried garlic. Fried paneer.
Good taste.
I mean,
Your
fried
team
garlic
is
is
picking.
good. Fried paneer, I don't know. I like it. I like it in my dal without, fried. Acting like a little bit like a tofu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a side, a side hazel or a spice, something else. That's not the main course, right? It's not paneer.
Yeah.
It's not really. So yeah, even fried garlic is like that, but it tastes better than the paneer.
Mm,
But
yeah.
yeah, still,
Flavor bomb.
yeah, flavor bomb, still a good combination nonetheless. So I think
The
Exactly.
night sky tells all.
Your
I like
team
how
is
they are
picking.
so brilliant with the way they come out with the names because it's not actually fried. It's Freid, fried, but still it looks like fried. So it's just making me
Mm.
hungry quite a lot. But oh, look at that! The side of Velocity. They do have the Russian person and the Latina, another one. Again, a lot of damage potential for their side.
Indeed. Those damage, those shields, those appraisals wrath, those curse of blood. It'll be good. But on the side of Fright, Team Fright though, they are looking for maybe a Minotaur. Yes, Kaizen picks the Minotaur,
Your
but
team is picking.
not quite sure. You have to You have to pick up the Revitalize if you want to sustain the burst that's going to be coming. And it seems like they're having a bunch of Revitalizers on their side. Look at Fright Paneer and Noah. Oh! Wait, this Uranus is
Noah.
going to carry the game because he's Noah.
Noah,
Mhm.
yeah, he's gonna have to. Yeah, that's
He's Noah's Ark.
It's Noah's Ark, and he's gonna carry them. And look at that! Nothing, they also have the animals onto their side too.
Oh my god.
Dragon.
What is going on here?
Hey, we are making a whole new lore, I think, but it's not new, but it's still out
Wait, it's
there.
not lore, man.
It's a real, right? It's real story,
Yeah.
but still, yeah, we're making it a little bit more cinematic here because
Indeed,
it's fitting, right? Noah,
Yeah.
Uranus.
Mm.
Now he's gonna have to carry the cow and the dragon and the tree, of
And
course.
A tree. I don't know about tree. I don't think they take tree in the Ark.
They don't need.
Tree automatically grows after the Great Flood. So yeah, let's see. Or maybe they put some seeds in there. Just to sow it and then make them a tree. But
Mhm.
putting those biblical references aside, looking at the team so far, Team Fright are going the full tanky calm. They haven't needed for the damage on the other side. They're going brute force, balanced. They want crowd control and damage, balanced like usual. So it's gonna be Team Red
Welcome to
here.
Mobile Legends.
That's gonna be Velocity and Team Blue here on the side. That's gonna get fried,
5
or
seconds
are
till
they
the
gonna
enemy
fry
reaches the
a Velocity?
battlefield.
And
Smash
joining
them.
us here is gonna be Debbie,
All
which is gonna
troops
take point
deployed.
right now.
Yep, and not much for an analysis. So we have been too colorful onto the colors.
Yeah.
That's still fun. So let's see, Stoner. Oh, Stoner, a weird name, but still a good name into the mid lane, not the gold lane, which the edit usually goes for. But a little bit of a change up into the rotation because look at the Marsha here into the bot lane. She's just trying to fight out against two dudes. They're very chunky at that too. But yeah, okay. We can see the Belleric leading the lane. They're just trying to play it a little bit slow, but oh. Team Fight, they are just playing it cool and a little bit of change up in their rotation style as well.
Indeed. And look at top side here, though. Stoner onto the gold. As you know, you need those items to kind of scale. But Noah, on the other hand, the bot side. I've seen that first rotation on the side of Team Fry just going for the bot because they don't want Mikoto to have, much levels as soon as possible because he's going to be focusing. It seems like there's going to be a little bit of a stampede coming in by Mr. Kaizen here.
Oh!
Fry follows up as well. The flicker out of there. But if somebody's in trouble, it's the tree. I'm pretty sure Fry Paneer gets fried over here by Clam. Or, wait, Calm, I mean. I almost said Clam. But it's a calm frying of the paneer. Makes it delicious. I love dairy products.
Yeah, take care of it slowly and it will be the best taste ever. But looking at the bot lane as well, the rotation is still not stopping because Noah might be in trouble.
In trouble, pops out to the revitalize to get to safety again. Here comes a Hawk Tar coming in from the Fried Garlic here. But will it be enough because the Praiser's Wrap dropped to 2. And that's Team Fried Garlic here. This time around, Fried Garlic takes the kill on the guitar. Noah also comes in clutch, takes out the Frengen, takes another one over here. It's gonna be a Ditty also taken out. And that's gonna be True. Or 2 kills, or I don't know, 3 kills onto the side of Team Fright, and they're working onto the turtle. It's gonna be a Fright turtle right here.
Right, turtle. No more turtles too, because we're gonna be frying this one, and definitely into the hands of the dragon here. And I think it was weird to say that the rotation was actually made by the side of Velocity, and they were, given the slap back, and yeah, they were just losing it out, and they're gonna be still losing out here because the turtle is also gone, which means that the Fredrin would not have the best lead, which he require quite necessarily because he's already so behind. But look at the rotation wise again, top lane.
Yeah, Fright Paneer taking the bushes. It's good for a tree to do that, but you can't tank too much damage. You can't lose too much HP before a full-fledged reinforcement comes in. Fried Garlic goes with a blaster, takes a little bit of a Ditty here. Hawk Taw, another one here. AOG in the backside. That's 2 caught into the funneling. There's more ultimates being popped right here, but it's gonna be Calm there, getting taken out by Stoner here. He's smoking the pod, that's why he's on stone. Might go for something more, but Edith finally stopped the Primal Wrath. So that's going to be a Campfire Lex onto the side of Team Fright. But yes, they were able to get a kill. So that initiation was good. And then they just cut down the top side here. They're looking for maybe a turret dive over here. They want to fry this turret. They want to fry a DT, and also easy for me as well. But this guy is just the Latina. That dance, the Starfall getting cancelled over here though. That's a big shield though. Double shield. That's 3 members there being caught the second skill. That's why that's a lot of shield being taken by 2. Easy for him.
Yep, too easy for him, but definitely a way of survivability with those skills that he have, the Latina power that we got. But a lot of team fights going on, and the sustain is so much that even though they managed to take one down, it was so long for them to try to go for a potential kill again onto the top lane. But when we had that, there's a clearance for no one to the mid lane, so that he will be able to help his teammate so that they will not lose out a lot of gold into the mid lane as well. But look at the top side though, Latina's been farming quite a lot, and I think she just won that all the juicy goals that she needs, because this time around they are trying to contest onto this turtle.
And here comes the fighting coming in. Curse of Blood at the same time. AOG in back line. But that is Latina getting that turtle. Also Kaiser falling over here. It's going to be another fried garlic getting fried here. But fried paneer gets the kill instead. It's going to be 2-3 trade. But Stoner on the other hand with the primal wrap takes out and takes a double. But he's going to go for that German suplex. But the Purify is going to save the Latina from getting caught any further. And that is a killing spree rewarded for a good Purify play. And that is how they trade things out. Is gonna be 3-3 trade with that kill onto the fried paneer.
Yep, velocity playing so well, too easy. Not what is it? E2's wait, oh I forgot the name. The Latina here I was able to. Oh, easy for me. Okay, you know we keep saying the Latina that I got used to, but look at that, the Stoner not quite caught here. But I think, you know, the gain was actually all to those gold seals that she was able to hit down, and that make her get the first item on her kit, which means the 2 damage onto the sternum side, and able to secure the turtle as well. So that is the kind of comeback that the velocity needed, because they do not want to give out a lot of gold leading to the hands of the side of Team Fright, because if you do, in this time waiting situation, we want the equal.
Oh, Stoner is getting eaten up here, but that AOG is gonna stop him from making any damage with the primal wrap. Kaizen also makes a little bit of a despair stomp on, I forgot the ultimate, but Minoan's Fury, or when he did Minoan's Rage, or was it Fury? I forgot now. And then fried garlic in trouble. Blaster gonna take 2 there. Latina has to go back. Very slow. Appraiser's Wrap dropped onto the paneer here, but not a tofu paneer, but it's gonna be King AK. This guy once again gotta start getting the kill. There goes the energy eruption erupted on Kaizen as Calm takes the kill, and there is a brave assault out of the tier 1, and also Calm gets taken out by the fried paneer once again. But it seems like this Latina knows how to utilize the diversion, and yes, gets the kill onto the paneer, and also, you know, snatches a tier 1 right there. But don't forget Mikoto, free farming on the bot side, takes out the tier 1 as well. This is looking bad onto the side of Team Fright, because they're getting their turrets right.
Yeah, they're getting their turrets right, and their teammates as well, even though they are the tankies. They were able to fall onto the hands of the Latina right there, and I just purely blame it on the 2 damage that she's dealing, but AOD.
Also the Fury coming up. That's a bossy Kaizen here, but here comes the Hawk Toss, spam on that tank, and yes, some stunning coming out over here, but he's gonna be King AK. Taking a kill on Kaizen once again. Stoner also takes a DT right there, and that is a 1-to-1 trade on both sides, or maybe more, because Stoner here comes in, flush out the Calm. And yes, it seems like AK still wants a little bit of the paneer more. Maybe he's gonna force out that. Oh no! But still he gets the purple though, so that's pretty much fine. But Fright Paneer unable to steal the purple from the hands of AK.
Yeah, he did try, but unfortunate, he did not even use the retribution. But yeah, there was a good vision, a good set of vision there. But onto the bot side, Uranus.
It's not much happening. It's just Noah here and his arc of a Bastion. No, Noah's Bastion. Wow. It's a new time to put it there, because you know, Celestial Bastion, what do you mean? Some thunderclaps coming in from Mikoto here, Mr. Japanese guy. But we are seeing a double kill on the mid side. We are not concentrated, but that is a good W initiation coming in from Team Fright. And also Latina is in trouble, gets smashed, but that is a Purify to stop the smashing. And also Mikoto here can Mikoto do? He's just taking down the EXP. But both of these guys are actually freezing both of their lanes, or lane cutting. But Noah's Arc, on the other hand, getting, eating too much damage actually. Gonna go with the Revitalize, but this could be a kill. But no, Noah does not force it. One more Ionic Edge, but that shield, that ultimate play. Just in time for Mikoto to dodge that. But can you dodge the Team Fry? That's gonna be Fry Mikoto here as Stoner gets the monster on Mikoto as Calm is way too calm that he's missing the fight here. He's gonna get suplexed over here. Pops in the Vengeance as well. Gonna go with the Unbreakable here. AOG pop the safety, the tier 2, and that's a tier 1 down on the side of Team Velocity. Not quite a Velocity as X here, but it's gonna be Latina taken down here. Another shutdown coming in from Stoner as he knows how to take the Godlight with smoking pots and getting stoned.
The Zaza effect, and he's getting really stoned here. And yeah, okay, stoning other people too, right? I think here the effect is that it's Inspire, because Inspire also deals 2 damage, which means that he's gonna be having the attack speed, and along with the Primal Rest, he's gonna be melting and chunking out the HPs of the tankies here. But look at bot lane.
Oh, that's a lot of commotion happening in the tier 2 of Velocity. There goes the Praesor's Bong. Noah's is dead along with Fright Paneer. They overextended. They tried to take out and trade it off with a tier 2, but they are unsuccessful. So that's going to cost them. But here comes the clashing down of the Latina. This name is kind of hard to say. I'm just going to call him Latina like we already do. So Fried Garlic, make waves with the Latina. But Fried Garlic on the other hand, almost taking out Calm here. It seems like King AK is going to focus the Madara. Fried Garlic also is in position, but they are not quite. They are under mend because Fried Garlic is a retributionist, so if he is interrupted, it's gonna be quite hard. But it seems like King AK on the other hand just go there, maintain stacks, going for the Praetor's Wrath here, and yes, he gets the Madara. Here comes the Paneer, Wrath of the Paneer here, and Noah is gonna be the one to take out Tom. They're gonna go for more. It seems like Mikoto on the other hand doing some split pushes, but Stoner as always with the legendary. Seems like Noah gonna go for pursuing some Latinas here, but it seems like he might get Spanish, but no, not he might get punished or Spanish, I don't know. But Noah is just gonna be backing off, or maybe not. He has I don't think these two have the anti-heal, because Noah is just healing way too much.
Yeah, it's just I think they do not have the anti-heal just yet, so it's not gonna be good. But look at that, another one.
Hokta onto the wall here. Latina finally get Hokta here. That retribution being caught, but it's gonna be Pride Noah here getting Latina. Madara on top lane is gonna force them out, and also the true damage coming in from Madara is gonna be helping out Team Velocity. AOG coming in. Pride are getting fried over here, but still they're fighting more as Tom isn't tanky enough. Gets eaten up, gets fried with the garlic. That season is just perfect for a fried Gatot Kacha here.
Yep, and Gatot has been the only one that has been always falling whenever the skirmish is happening, and I think it has mainly to do. Bot lane.
We completely forgot there's a tier 2, the Flicker with the Mikoto taking the Fried Paneer again. But this could be a win, or maybe not. Maybe if he could have forced, that could have been a win. But Mikoto, what are you doing, man? I think Mikoto will have just a slither of time to take out that inhibitor, but it seems like they don't want to force their chances here. But it seems like Kaizen's gonna fall. Flicker out is a safe Minotaur. Beef. Fried beef. You don't want to get fried with a beef.
Yeah, we can't. They have to be really careful here, because the Flicker is not already there. The blue buff already stolen, and I think Mikoto, he's not going for the inhibitor because I think he had a gut feeling that the dragoon was there, and you don't want to be eaten up, especially when you are on a hero like Mai. So I think they are careful.
Okay.
But the structure-wise, whoever gets the Masa always have the most structure taken down, and this has to be one of the most annoying tank fighter that we're going to be seeing in this tournament. But the Taunt might be there.
Nope, that's the taunt coming in from AK. AK wants to dance around these pedals. It's not quite the pedals because frying is gonna happen. The Hawk Tug is gonna be connecting to the wall, and once again, the King AK is in trouble. He might pop in the Praiser Trap, but gets all the HP lost, and that is the outplay possible outcome. There it goes, the Curse of Blood, and Team AK finally falls, but that's gonna be traded out with Fried Garlic here, and that is a 2-to-1 trade in all favor on the side of Velocity and a good defense. Still, this tier 2 untouched on the bot side, but Noah still wants to grab it. But what I want to say is Mikoto here going for the full split push, Corrosion side, Curse Helmet to even, faster clear the minion wave. But it seems like Noah is in trouble. His arc is not big enough for two of these people. But it seems like there is two coming down to save the arc from falling. Right here, right near Mike goes in with the Wrath. Yep, oh, that is only a taunted clam. On the other hand, Mikoto still gets the Ancient Seed. More pushing coming in. But they're just, I think like they're gonna leave Clam here because he goes in with the AOG. But don't forget, on the base side though, there's lots of split commotion happening. But it is, undercovered. Because Kaizen and Fried Garlic, they know. But still, the Latina though, gonna come and jump in the backside, but Fried Garlic has to go top, have to cater the lanes here. But somebody's in trouble. DT and also Velocity are quite looking for the Madara for an extra push. It's like Team Fried are quite in a pinch because they can't contest, and there's also a pressure on the top side again. Look at the Latina alone, just trying to give pressure as well. The death as welcome again. That is the Praiser Trap drop. And there is more ultimates coming in the blaster, but AK is gonna fall to Stoner, Legendary, and Noah getting the killing spree. And that goes another double, and that is 4 deaths to the side of Team Velocity. And it's gonna be Mr. Stoner here with 14-1-6, and also, getting a triple.
He's definitely high and just doing all the work, but unfortunately for the side of Velocity, they were, having a good kind of meta game that they had. They're just trying to split them apart, and when they are split, they just try to focus onto the lot, but unfortunate for them, they did not manage. Oh, Mikoto!
Oh, Mikoto gets caught there, gets fried there, and that's a wiped out. No favor this side of Team Fright there, or I don't know, I'm just gonna call it Fright. And then DT gonna go in with a little bit of a pedal dance here. The Retribution pop towards the Fright Paneer, but it is the Paneer that is in trouble, forces out that Vengeance here. That is a good smash coming from Stoner though. Can they revitalize up? Or maybe not. The Curse of Blood at the same time. AOG gops in. There's the Praiser Trap being dropped as well. But it's just tanky. Too tanky. But Fried is going to be the first Stoner getting stoned here. Shut down by the Latina.
Blue team base turret
Back
has
in
been
for more.
destroyed.
I mean, Team Fried, they kind of make a comeback there. But losing and, overstaying just gets them off guard again.
It's always the overstaying part, when it's just they are doing the part where they're just trying to go first for a fight, but AK doing something here.
I'm getting taunted by the Fright Paneer here. Gonna go in the Eruption. Nice use of Brave Assault there. Or never mind, it's gonna be Mr. AK getting swallowed here. Fried Garlic wants that positioning, but it seems like AK are just gonna get 3 hits. And we completely forgot because top side, the game is already ended, ladies and gentlemen, because we were too focused on the fight, but top side, look at it here. But they don't have enough. They're angry. They're gonna keep fighting for more. It seems like Fried though, even though they lost the match, they lost the war, they don't want to lose this match. What?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
It makes no sense, but
You lost the war, you win the match. What? I don't know.
Nah. They won the war, they lost the match. Wait.
I don't know if they win here because they're not trying to surrender. Quite persistent Team Fright over here. I mean, Stoner had quite the KDA, but KDA does not matter here. Okay, there we go. Finally, that is a GG well played to the side of Team Velocity. They have one goal, okay? They have one Velocity. It's straight to the top inhibitor, and they get it. And keeping their priorities straight, they are rewarded with the first skin, the first win of this match. So we're gonna be jumping to the second match. Congratulations to Team Velocity, but Fright can do better in this one because they're gonna be having that 2 picks this time.
Yeah. they can use it to their full advantage as well. But the funny thing is actually, you know, for the longest time it was actually Mikoto onto that Masa who was always focusing onto the bot lane, and even to the extent that he had the inhibitor cracked open for easy picks now. But then it's actually onto the top lane side where they won. And it was the Latina doing the job again. How much of a split push that they were doing. And
Indeed.
onto this kind of heroes, there's such a I think their macros should be good, you know. This team, even if it's a different kind of heroes that they're gonna be picking, not just tanks, the macro was actually good.
Indeed. The macro, if a macro is good, micro usually don't matter, okay? Micro don't
Yeah.
usually matter. There is a reason why a macro is bigger than a micro. That's why it
Mm,
says it's set
yeah,
macro, not a micro.
like that. That's it. That.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. With whatever the, you know, the innuendo is, if you have a micro brain, your brain
Okay.
is just so like an ostrich. Like you gotta have a macro, you know, IQ as well. Everything has to be macro, so it will work out. You know, the thing is, the way they were trying to look for the fight into the when the Madara was up. Yes, they made a little bit of a blunder because Team Fight were able to pose them, but then again, Velocity they do understand the kind of heroes that they are picking as well. They have the split push potential, they have the damages, they have the sustain, and they took that literally. And Team Fight they were all for the team fights, and I don't think they have an answer to those split push that the Masa did, right? So I think yeah, they have to, you know, at least contest this hero, the Masha.
Yeah. This hero is something to be contested. Usually they go for the Edith, but maybe first pick Masha is gonna work, right? Especially on the side of Team Velocity because they cannot lose the potential split pushers like an Esmeralda and a Masha in the last game.
Only
But
love.
this
Yeah.
time around,
Your
it's
team
gonna
is
be
banning.
Team
Everlasting.
Velocity onto the blue side, and red side it's gonna be Team Fright.
Hello,
They're gonna have that
my
two
friend.
picks, but onto
Your
the side
team
of
is
Velocity, not quite. So are they gonna prioritize the Masha, or is it gonna be the Esmeralda or the
The
Edith?
Immortal One chose me
Your
to
Oh,
team
the
vanquish the
is
team choice as
shadows
well,
that
because I
plague
think we
this
have
world.
completely the playstyle is completely different this time around, and I think the Masa is gonna be so important because most of the time we have seen the Masa is the one actually going for the split phase, which is a Masa's job, and I think yeah they can still do it because I
Welcome to
think
the
with
greatest
the
mag show of all
Your
tanky
time.
team is
but in
picking.
this tank versus tank situation, I think the Masa is the only one who can go full
I am the
physical
priestess
damage
of primal
items.
lightning.
Your team
But
is
Hunter of
still,
all
they
the
want to
evil
stick to the edits
gods.
because I think they really, really love the basic attacks and the magic defenses or the magic attacks that the edits provide.
True love
But they're
Yeah.
so good.
is
They're
like
also gonna be
blood.
needing the Masa again, I think.
Yeah, Edith is not quite the split pusher, so
Mm.
yeah, it's just like a main raw damage, but the Primal Wrath is also in long cooldown, so one time use. It's gonna take a while to come back, but on the side of Team Fright, they're looking
The
for
night
a
sky
new
tells
kind of strategy,
Your
like
team
the
is
strategy they
picking.
take from Team Velocity in the previous match. They're taking the Carmilla, they're taking the Esmeralda, but this is a nice time for Team Velocity to pick up the Masha, like you said,
Yeah,
Debbie.
let's go for the Masa, man. Yeah,
Yep.
this
Fire
hero
of
with the
battle
aura.
Koto.
never extinguishes.
Mikoto again onto the Masa,
Ooh.
and King AK loves this hero, man. He's just trying to farm the aura with this hero and in front of tanks actually. And it's just
See
so
value in
perfect
me?
on him as well. I think
Your
at this point
team
he's
is
gonna
picking.
keep picking out these heroes because not many people use this in the tank v tank situation. They just want to go for the full blown tanks and like the Alice is like the Boxias, the Esmeraldas of course, and yeah of course it is too, but he's the only one I see using out this hero and with a great cost because he was able to sustain quite a lot into this hero. And maybe he's just too comfortable on it. But Team Fright,
Your
Fright
team
Gardic
is
still
banning.
going for the Belleric, the 3.
Yeah. I think that's for Fright Paneer here. Because Pipe
Yes.
Paneer gonna go with the tank. Make quite plays, but not enough to win the game.
Yeah.
Here comes the fort, and this is gonna be the ban. They're just gonna be banning, gibberish. But
Angela.
looking at this,
Kill.
okay,
Your
Angela,
team is
Debbie still
banning.
has a beef with an Angela, yeah. For a female to have beef with an Angela, female
No,
hero,
no.
that's crazy. Man. That's crazy.
No, exactly. I have a good reason for that. I mean, you need a very, very good hyper carry, if you want to play an Angela. Because last time I
Yeah.
used it,
Time
I
to
was
drop
losing
the
2
beat of the
stars, which is
clock.
not the
team
best,
is
and I
picking.
have forever kept that aside. Oh
So
my
you help
goodness.
people with the boosting, and then you have to push,
Yeah,
that the Angela. You have to spam in
only then.
Angela.
Yeah, only that I was just joining some people with the Angela, so I had to boost. I have to use the Angela, so only then. My main account's like it's just
Muscle with iron.
bronze
Okay.
Team
Angela,
is
man.
picking.
Okay, global Angela.
Yeah, bronze. When you count from the bottom, yeah, global Angela.
Indeed. Okay, Stoner this time using the Gatot Kacha. I mean, like, I'm seeing no Alice's.
Oh
I thought,
yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
it's a good hero, but this time, woo, Velocity pulling out
Oh.
the Terisla. This is a very good hero when in terms of, controlling the team fights, just handling 4 to 3 to 5,
Years.
because that's the revenge strike feels a
Your
lot,
team
and
is
on
picking.
top of that with the passive, it's just chef's kiss.
Yeah, definitely. Chef's kiss. And I think this time around, the second skill have a lot of clearance potential too with the minions. That has to be giving him a little bit of a leeway if he wants to rotate around the map. And I think this is also the reason why that Eternity were putting it into the mid lane too, just because of the clearing potential. But then again, for Team Fright here, they still have is it gonna be Noah onto the Uranus again? Because he was playing it so well, even though they lose that game, he was able to sustain quite a lot, just going 2v1 situations and able to come out unscathed. Because of course, this is a Uranus. He's got the consecration and the heal potential, always gonna be available. But then again, they have to choose really, really well. They do not have the split push potential that Mikoto has.
not be a
No
lightning man, but I
protection
do
from
know my
the
Oh,
trade.
wait.
Sure, instead, that's
Again.
okay. I can see the draft. That is very. They're leaving their damage on towards Noah here. To be honest,
No.
like Noah can deal damage. Stoner. I mean, Fright Paneer and all. They're usually the ones to stall. But it's Fright Garlic and Noah here that's gonna deal the damage along with the Kaizen's Curse of Blood. So for now, I like Velocity draft better here. They have everything,
Yeah.
in terms of everything. Like, look at this.
Physical damage, yeah, magic damage, everything, right? But one thing I wanna say is that what if the curse of blood connected and there's the stillness welcome, like on one person, one hero? Are they gonna? Is he gonna swallow the 3 or 4 of them if it connects?
What? Nah, I don't
Not
think that's gonna
Welcome
work.
to
Oh
Mobile
my
Maybe a mini
Legends.
stun is gonna be, pushed out, but getting 4 people to get swallowed
5
is
seconds till
crazy.
the enemy
But
reaches the
enough with the
battlefield.
swallowing.
Smash
We are
them.
here to swallow.
All
Never mind,
troops
to set it again.
deployed.
The Land of Dawn. And yes, this time around, Velocity on the blue and red side Team Fright. If they make a comeback, or will they give the full W's to the side of Team Velocity? We'll never know unless. Wow, what tongue
Oh, it's
twister there.
there.
Tongue twister deals. Unless
The
Debbie takes
tribal,
the point. Yeah.
the tribal actions always come up, man. No matter what you do, it's always gonna be there somehow. But yo, it's actually the Terisla mid lane, like we mentioned. Not all the clans, I think, and the rotation wise, but top lane. This is a 1v1 situation until the best players that we have seen so far. Noah for the side of Team Fright, and the Latina who's on to edit this time around. They have a lot of damage, right? So they were truly onto the focus, but still a little bit of slow into the early game. But Terisla might be in trouble.
Got the belly coming from Aditi. Stoner is in trouble. Does not have any flicker. He might get taken out here, but that is a little flicker or dash called the Unbreakable. It's his
He did
safety
have
right
to,
now.
Right?
Oh yeah. He didn't want to pop it because he's gonna use it
Wait.
for the turtle fight, I think.
These two teams are actually so good under macros, I would say, because they had the first game as well. Velocity was so perfect, but Team Fight also they have that because I've seen this team in the normal 5v5 that we have seen, and they were actually able to play so well. But bot lane here,
Mikoto in trouble. Gets eaten by the big Fright Garlic here, and yes, the first blood goes to the side of Team Fright. And yeah, I think they will take this tier 1, or maybe just at least the shield, the gold plate of this. Get some items for the second fight, but the turtle is up. Seems like Team Velocity want to be in position, but you know, the higher ground stays to the side of Team Fright. And they pull this turtle to Fry. But what is Tom gonna do? He's gonna go for the flicker penalty zone here, like how Neko Queen did it, or is it gonna be other ways? Because King AK here getting zoned a lot, couldn't do anything. That's a Fright turtle right there, just have Team Fright. With that being said, nobody's getting traded out. That's good for both the teams, I think.
Yeah, it has to be a little bit, but the pressure, I think, is definitely into the hands of-
top. We're gonna see the solo kill here because this could be too much shield coming in. Yes, the shield wins. It's gonna be Noah taking down Edith. And that is 2 kills inside. Oh, Flicker belly flop here coming up, and a DT gets a kill as well. The first kill on the side of Team Velocity. Or Stoner gonna go in, but a nice sidestep coming from a DT. Uses the belly bloppy to sustain. Gonna go for more. Here comes the heavy spin. Oh, Stoner's in trouble, but he won those turret shots here. King AK is just in time to pop in the energy eruption, and Stoner gets swollen out. Fight Garlic on the other hand, getting that, you know, kill once again on Mikoto. Look at how both of the, you know, the Team Fright, the way they're playing is just perfect. They put pressure on top. They also have pressure on, you know, bot.
Yeah.
And they're not
It's difficult.
outnumbered. They're not outnumbered.
Yeah.
Instead, they're outnumbering Velocity instead.
They're playing so well, but penalty zone.
Coming in for the comp here to, you know, get rid of those minions. Oh, Blaster is getting caught the comp. ADT in the bush, trying to look. But once again, look at what Team Fright are doing. They always have 2 people on either side. But here comes the Wrath of Desire coming in from the Fright Fright Paneer once again. But the Retribution popped again. But here comes the concussive Aditi spinning around. But is anybody gonna die? Maybe Kam might bite the dust here. No, it's gonna be Kaizen here by Mikoto. Mikoto here can finally get some basic attacks, gets the kill, but no! Even though a double is here, but Team Fright still gets it. That is 3 deaths to the side and 2 deaths to the side of Team Fright. That is a good way, or maybe not. 2 of these people, 2 of the top laners coming down here to clash on the mid side. Change some pace, but the pressure on the bot side is still there. Oh, DT gonna go for the heavy spin, but he does not have the heavy spin, so it's gonna be wild. But that is the ejector coming in from Mr. Fright team, going for another turtle.
Yep. Maybe time around there. I was just trying to contest it for velocity, but and the funny thing is actually Noah and Easy for me is just, you know, fighting it out again.
Or maybe not. They are just gonna be, you know, caressing each other. Nothing much gonna be happening. Or maybe bot lane here. Seems like Velocity is outnumbered, but they know how to back off. But maybe this Stoner, it's kind of missing out here. Just gonna go, maybe zone out King AK again. That is what the Team Fright is doing, and don't forget, the Latina also on the top side is making so much pressure onto the top. And also this turtle is uncontestable. And yes, King AK is gonna fall here, I'm pretty sure, unless he pops in the Appraiser's Wrap, but no, too late. Not enough stacks, and Stone will get the kill. Oh, maybe more. A little fight, but I think they're gonna stop here, or unless Stoner here goes in. Yes, he goes in, but the Curse of Blood being connected to, but it's not gonna be doing much, as both of the teams, I'm pretty sure, are gonna say goodbye.
Yeah, the red
maybe
team
not.
Oh, okay, something more bulky.
Nah, bro. Let me breathe, man. Let me breathe, please. Oh, maybe I'll Calm here. Gonna smash more. Aditi is low. Calm is low. And finally, I can grab air.
Yeah, grab the air. Okay, but yeah, that was a red team power that we usually see into the first game as well, and this time around Team Fright are the one actually having the upper hand. The 7 kills already under 6 minutes and 2k gold lead onto their hands as well, because of course they got 2 turtles and the bot lane as well. Mikoto this time around will not be having the best farm because he's being choked down quite a lot by all the members of Team Fright, but top lane might be under the focus here because we can see Kaizen is the person trying to go look for a flank, but at what cost? Because this is an Abyss. It's all tanky heroes. You cannot just go for a 2-man gank.
And yes, There's a bit of casting on both AK and Kaizen here, but it seems like AK gonna be stacking that full crystalline armor. And enough for a Praiser Shroud, but he slowly loses those stacks again, or maybe he continues to fight Paneer. And look at what Noah's doing here, just like the Uranus. This time around, it's not the inner base freezing, but it's just gonna be Noah gonna go for the Starfall here towards Too Easy. And Easy here misses that suplex. So here comes Kaizen, gonna go check the bushies. But for now, the turtle is spawning. And yes, there goes the turtle, but it seems like the focus is gonna be on this turtle skirmish. But once again, team fight, they have all, you know, the space to take this turtle again.
Yeah. They open it so easy, third turtle onto their hands, which means that they're gonna be having the goal lead already 3k. So this time around, Mikoto is doing the same thing that Noah's been doing.
Swallow coming in calm is out, but it's gonna be the heavy spin saving calm there. And there's a quite a calm heavy spin coming up, but it's gotta be Kaizen here, finally falling here because his blood being dropped. AOG coming in for the superior. Oh, Stoner not in trouble. It's gonna be Meh in trouble. Still suplex Kaizen, trying to find the kill, but no. It's a little bit too greedy, so he gets punished there, and that is one death to the side of Velocity. Or maybe this could be more death spot here, but Team Fight Garlic is full stacks. It's the Tralalero skin, of course. Mikoto, oh, that's a good penalty zone coming into flick, but where is the follows up? There's gonna be another swallow to Mikoto here as Mikoto gets fried by the Garlic as well. AOG. There's no AOG actually, but it's gonna be the Praiser Shroud busting upon Stoner. But it's gonna be a DT falling there as Team Fry still gets a W out of that, even with a comms, you know, good penalty zone set. AK get caught in the Curse of Blood here. Calm is not that calm anymore. Still has that, you know, demon. I mean that Queen Swing passive. But of course, Kaizen once again. Oh, that is a good takedown by Noah here. It's up to Noah to kind of flush this out. King AK is in trouble. Forces out the Brave Assault. AOG being missed. Sent, but it's going to be Noah getting killed by Mikoto. Here comes the Flicker. Rushing, and Stoner is in trouble. Getting stoned inside Q2. Good night, my guy. It's time to sleep. It's time to get high. Time to go to Dreamland.
I think it's already too high because, you know, it was caught in a bad spot and already a good response coming out from ADT onto the Panda here. I think he's performing so well onto this hero too, not gonna lie, because he was able to land those heavy spins so perfectly onto the perfect angle on the perfect walls and the turrets as well. But the lore is already up and I feel like Velocity is just trying to find their footing. But it's you know, if you see the level gap, the Fight Girlie is already level 14, meanwhile AK is just
お前も知ってんだろ？俺が昔里のみんなに嫌われてたこと。その理由ってのが俺ん中のキュービだ。お前みたく強くかっこよくなりたくてずっとお前の後を追いかけてた。
見せて
Hello again, and welcome back to the Moba 5v5 Tank Showdown here. And we're looking feisty because look at a new set of teams that we're seeing here. It's gonna be high sugar level, blood sugar level, like we said before with Debbie, and also Experiment 5 because these guys they have Super M in their arsenal, also with Ego. So it's gonna be looking nice. But once again, Debbie, how's it going? How's it going?
It's going good on Experiment 5. I think we are seeing a little bit of new names because when I've seen them before, it was
Yeah.
actually a different lineup. But Super IM is there. He's the guy there. But yeah, high sugar level. I cannot forget this team because we were they're diabetic. Not
Diabetic.
really,
Yeah.
diabetic. So they play the way they played in a way that they look really high. They are very hyperactive all over the map. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to see what they can do against Experiment 5 because I think Experiment 5 are still experimenting.
Yep, I think so.
Weird.
Yeah, they're experimenting, right? Maybe a new
Mhm.
a new tank that is not used yet. I don't know what tank is skipped out here, if you think. But that's for Debbie to do the thinking. But yes, high sugar level. They are ready. They are sugar rushed here. And they get the W because it's gonna be hard because I'm pretty sure they're on the first pick. So Experiment 5 is gonna get that double pick over here. So that being said, I think we're just gonna jump straight into the match.
Yep,
If the
second
referee
is always
starts.
if
Let's go.
if they start. Yeah, so let's go. Yeah, we're an impatient lot, are we?
Yeah, very impatient. We time is
Well,
money, so I don't know.
everything is money at this point.
Yep.
Everything is money. These people are playing tournaments for money too, right? So drinking,
Yeah,
eating yummy. So why not?
yeah. And good news, ladies and gentlemen. Team Velocity.
Your team
Wait, what?
inventions.
Wait, no way. Team
What?
Velocity lost.
What?
They
How?
lost.
Oh no! Holy moly! How did they?
Okay. It seems like Team Fried are going to be moving to the semifinals, I'm pretty sure, because on the technical side, it seems like they don't want to do the reset, but the match is going to continue. But
It is in
the results of that
despair
result
that I
is
Your
see
team
not going to
is
be happening.
banned.
Or I don't know. It depends on the management side, but it's just going to be us
Let's
focusing
make the
on
whole world
towards
your
this
team
match
is
against High
banned.
Sugar Level and Experiment 5. So the first pick, as always, is going to be the usual Walla
Your
Walla.
team is picking.
Debbie
Wala wala.
knows. Yeah.
It is. Let's go. Okay. But best of three series, I think they usually go and see which hero works the most. So something that high sugar level and experiment 5
My
might do as
kiss
well. But
grants
at
your
least
team
it is. So
bounty
yeah, into
or
the first
death.
game we did not see any Ellie's being picked up. So I was, a little bit skeptical if they are gonna be picking up the Ellie's, but they still stick for the original plan. But still, the Masa might appear again.
Indeed. I'm gonna call Alice a flea this time because I have cats and they have a lot of
Everyone
fleas
has
and
a
they
Night
always
sky tells all.
bite
Your
me. I
team
have
is
lots of
picking.
bite marks on my arms, so I'm gonna
Wow.
call Alice the flea this time. Blood sucking flea.
At least the flea.
What?
Okay, there we go.
Alright, alright.
Okay, Esmeralda again, first picked for Experiment 5. Okay, they really love these two heroes, right? No matter who the team is gonna be, they love the Esmeralda and the
Your
Masha here.
team is
But we cannot
picking.
forget the Gatot Gacha and the Carmilla onto play again. This is such a good combination because if we think about it, the Curse of Blood and the Bloodwood or the AOZ, if they connect together perfectly in sync, it's gonna be something that's really hard to get over.
Indeed. So it's just like they're thinking about like what Velocity lost with a very good pick on their side. I mean, like I said, the assassin in a full hyper kind of carry thing doesn't work. So they have to think, or maybe they're gonna do it right again here because Super M is looking for the Edith. I mean, the Alice
I'm the
will look
priestess of
nice here,
primal
but they do
lightning.
have
Your
some
team
burst
is banned.
onto the
The
side
evil
of
gods.
Experiment 5. So we'll never know unless the outcome plays out or plays itself. So
I really like the
I've been
balance
raising
of
your
the
team is
amount of
banning.
physical and magic attacks coming through for the side of Experiment 5 already, because
Always
two
on the
magic
way.
damages, which means
Your
that they
team
have the
is
master for the
picking.
physical. So I think it's really good, but for high sugar level, they are going full on magic damages. So we have to look forward to them picking out the physical heroes onto the second phase of the picks. But this time around, it's gonna be prime for BO, who have the picked. What will he go for though? I think they do need a kind of initiator or a damage soaker here.
Hmm.
My
Maybe.
mission is to
Yeah,
protect
there
my
goes
Your
the
team
damage
is
soaker,
picking.
of course, because Masha and Esme alone are. No, yeah, they're kind of a bit squishy. Not exactly squishy. Masha is gonna be squishy, but as for Esmeralda, if she goes into the jungle, then she won't be that much. But right now, we're looking at a Baxia pick onto the side of high sugar level, or they could go for something. Oh, a tree. If a tree is picked here, I think it'll be good for the curse of blood to happen with the wrath
Oh,
of the Dyad.
whoa. That's a lot of AoEs and a lot of crowd control if they go for those. But yeah, enough crowd control that they said. But if they go for these two picks right here, it's gonna be a full on magic damages here. So not really something that's gonna be
Your
working out.
team
But
is
still, the
picking.
Beleric is here, so a lot of AoEs and sets coming in. They need to have a damage onto the hands of the no-name guy, the Alice here. I think they have to wait for him to farm up so as to have a lot of damage into the later part of this game. But then we cannot forget the early game is for Experiment 5. What will they go here? They need physical too? Yeah, they need physical here this time around.
All right, all right. But there goes the Terisla. I mean, this is gonna be a risky penalty zone into a
Yeah.
very high amount of CC, right? And oh yeah, they're rethinking about that, so they're going for something a bit tanky to sustain and soak out the crowd control. Maybe Cypher with the Uranus could have been better. Yes, I think it'll be better compared with a Purify, but no, they're going for the sprint instead. Wow. Okay, that is very interesting. What do you think of the sprint on a Uranus, though?
I mean, it's usually you go for the Uranus under the Purifier because you do not want to get a lot of heavy card control because you wanna move all you wanna use your skills as much as possible so as to have the
Yeah.
heal, so no sprint. So there we go, the Purifier is coming to play. So yeah, they are rethinking. They know these players know what they're doing. But Cypher here onto the Masa here. Okay, this guy's going for the arrival again. The nasty combination of the Masa and an arrival. Something that HSL has to try to catch up to because I don't think they have a hero that can catch up with the Masa here.
Indeed. But for now, we will see. I mean, Cypher gonna go for that lethal ignition, maybe for extra burn damage when she goes full ham with the Thunder Collapse. But we'll never know because this comp on the other side
Welcome
they're
to
tanky,
Mobile Legends.
so maybe Impure Rage could be better. But for now, we're back in the land of
5
Dawn
seconds
here.
till
The
the
screen's a
enemy
little bit
reaches the
shaky, but we will
battlefield.
manage.
Smash them.
And with that being said, high sugar level
All
onto the
troops
red,
deployed.
blue side, and it's gonna be red side as Experiment 5. So Debbie taking the point. What's gonna happen?
I think Experiment 5 they do have a better lineup because of the balance out into the amount of physical and magic damages that they had already into their draft as well. So I think it's good. But Odin's Flare here into the Barat is not on the jungle because but not the Barat, what am I saying? The Baxia is not on the jungle because they want the Elise into the jungle. So it's gonna be going against Super IM onto this XP lane. So it is XP lane and the Masa gold lane. So they want the Masa to be farmed up much more earlier than the it is. Something that we do not usually see, but it's gonna be happening. But still, the Beleric. I think they pick out the Beleric to go against the Idis, but a little bit of change up into the role change for the Experiment 5. I think they are taking HSL into a surprise.
Very much. But bot lane though, there's a little of commotion going on. We are seeing two members just going straight for hero. But it seems like Rinsler, on the other hand, is gonna get all the glory, all the
Yeah.
focusing onto the big boy with the M on. Is that W or M on his shield? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be M because this is like the pass.
And
The
oh
pass,
yeah,
yeah, or for M5, yeah. So that's gonna be an M. right now. Rinsler. Gonna go throw more shields to Super M. But mid lane, it seems like there is something happening. Commotion happening. Vet is low. But some sustain is gonna come up. Turtle also spawned in 15 seconds. But no, that no, whoa. That's gonna be the first blood coming in from high sugar level. It's Prime 4BO. Bites the dust. As Rinsler is gonna rotate right now. Does not have that level 4 of poisons yet. But once he get it, he's gonna focus on rotating to that turtle. But for now, Super M also finally getting that Primal Wrath. Comes in with a bit of charge here. Mr. No Name, the God Kacha comes. Gets knocked out by the smash coming from Super M. And oh no, here comes the Fire Starfall coming up onto Mr. Rinsler here. But the AOG gonna stop him from getting caught further. And more, here comes the flea. The blood-seeking flea. Gonna get that kill on towards the Centaur. And also Rinsler wanna trade it out with the Ego. Does not kill, but it's gonna be Super M getting traded out instead. Double kill for Bloodsucker and more. Sonya here takes out Rinsler. And also, what's gonna be happening? Sonya. Oh no, Sonya is in trouble as the Bloodsucking Flea gets another kill. That is 3 kills for the Flea, because I'm just gonna name her that because she doesn't have a name. So, Flea. Hello, Flea.
Yeah. Hello, Flea. Because, yeah, it's Nelly's right. But yeah, we really need to see the full map though. I just want to stop focusing on Rinsler, man, because I do want to see what's gonna be happening to bot lane.
Is a little Rinsler?
Rinsler. Okay, that makes complete sense because he was able to survive for so long with the 3-man gang coming up on top, and even getting a little bit of trade. But then again, okay, he's still gonna be getting the star, the spotlight. He needs to shine though if he wants the spotlight, but bot lane though, I think there's a lot happening in the bot lane, but all we have to focus is on the top lane, something that we have to, change up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that on the other stream side, the camera is moving fine, but it's on our side, I think. Pretty sure.
Oh,
Just focused on Rinsler over here. Ooh, look at those jumps from Rinsler. What a chat! What an absolute Rinsler. Yeah, that's when that's another rizzing jump again.
Oh my god. Even his moves are, rizzing us, I guess so. And definitely not me, but yeah. I think
Alright, please, man. Yeah, please. AOG comes in, drops in. Oh, it's gonna be the Rins. No, it's gonna be Super M in trouble. Gets taken out here. Rinsler is on his push and stampede. And there we go. That's going to be 5 kills to the side of high sugar level, but only 1 side of experiment 5. I mean, they do have that double pick on their side, but it does not work out, it seems. But as we transition to the main stage over here, but look at that, the fight into the purple lane to the side of experiment 5. There's going to be more happening here. It's going to be Mr. Somebody trying to go and jump on the Ego. Ego is going to fall in here. Smashed by the Gatacha. Prime also falls. Unstoppable for the blood-sucking flea. And yes, Sonya is left, but Cypher on the other hand at the bot side is gonna try to, clear the lanes as much as possible. Sonya does not want to get taken down, but if he can cook up a Tet 7 onto their base, that would be so much nice, right?
But look at that, the top lane is.
Oh, I think AOG just dropped in the top lane here. Super M getting caught by the Rizzler, the little Rizzler here. Also, the turtle secure the side of high sugar level. And Cypher is in trouble. He's gonna go for the rival play, but. Or maybe not. He's just gonna use the rival to come back to the lane as, fast as possible. But Prime is already there. Maybe she'll go for the bot lane side. But oh no, Mr. Rinsler is in trouble. Might get taken out here. Yes, Eagle takes a kill, but this time around, Experiment 5 finally starting to get some kills. Maybe they'll secure one here, but it's just Mr. Guitar too tanky. But Sonya will be the one to say goodnight, sayonara to him. But that being said, or the Flea could do something here. Gonna go with the Blood All. The Blood Oath is still active as Super M also trying to pick up turrets on the way in the mid. Or here comes Hero almost getting taken out. Cypher knows that Hero can't take it alone without the minions, so just focusing on minions. It's just that. Or maybe not. That's gonna be one guy down here, or maybe not. Hero is in trouble, but can he escape Cypher? No, he cannot. But also gets a kill on Cypher though. That is actually a W.
Yeah. 2v1 situation, you get one down, it's gonna be worth it, but the blood-sucking queen, I think she's just trying to attack, but a little bit of clearance only. But you know, the emote that just popped up, I like that alter ego, not the alter ego, the geek fam emote, like Santai
Yeah.
bro. Yeah,
Santai
that was
bro,
killer.
Santai.
Santai, yeah, you have the Santai, man. Cypher, but yeah, still a trade, but a good one nonetheless. But you know, this time around, I think high sugar level are the one actually having the lead, but mid side.
Okay, Sonya. There goes the purple carpet here. For safety, for Bacon off in the mid side. But top, Rinsler is in trouble this time. Cypher used up the Thunderclaps. No more HP bars. You don't want to sacrifice your final HP bar for this. Here comes Unbreakable. Gonna go chaining to Cypher. Cypher's in trouble. He's gonna get taken out. Yes, he gets taken out by Ved. Quite a nice play, but also Ved is in trouble. Pops out that revitalized. And then heals up most of the lost HP over here. But Sonya is just gonna play it out. Gonna go and stack up those ionic edges there. But Prime, on the other hand, man, this guy, he's not on the gold lane for Zohan, but he's just the Prime 4BO. Might get taken out here, or maybe not. He survived because the HP is way too much. The AOG just being landing there. Ego is gonna get taken out, but here comes the blood-sucking flea. What an Alice play coming up. But they're gonna let Prime live because to tell the tale of what a massacre happened in the top lane.
That was a perfect analogy right there. And you know, the combination coming in, the Curse of Blood and the Blooder with the stacking the bot together is something that they are doing here. So it's as the high sugar level. They're definitely high onto the goal lead as well. 2k already accumulated. And they took a two structure down. No, it's this one, yeah, onto the bot lane.
Comes that Madara. After that retribution, it's gonna be the blood-sucking flea, of course. And Alice in trouble this time. Starfalls comes up. That is Team Experiment 5 finally getting kills. Gonna go for more as Eagle gets Ved. And yes, 2 death on the side of high sugar level. Rinsler using those shields to stack up the damage, but it's not gonna be enough to save those 2 from getting killed. But that's gonna be a tier 1 on the top side. Dropped. Maybe another one, but blood-sucking flea goes for it. Engage in the mid side. Tanks it all. But it's a Sonya here. It's a Sonya, so no HP for the flea. So just gonna go for the flowing blood, or maybe not. But that Madara is gonna launch down on the bot side. And look at this, Cypher getting taunted a bit by Hero. Madara is gonna charge up to that good amount of damage to the second tier. But oh, look at the damage coming in. Cypher just used his, you know, thunderclaps. So that was kind of bad. But using that, wait, Cypher, what are you doing there? He tried.
Oh my god.
He tried to arrival the tier 2, but he pressed the minions instead. So that is weird. But Ego is gonna get punished here because Cypher made a mistake. Not quite Cypher's here. He got decrypted. All right, and a bit side though. Sonya trying to do something. The tower is still looking healthy. And for now, it's gonna be high sugar level. Gonna go for another engage, or maybe not. Mid side conceal being popped. I'm pretty sure by Ved. Oh, there is a rapid fire coming in. That's some blood sucking coming on as well. The golden carpet is not going to be enough to save. Alice get that legendary LG. Drops in that tier 1. But what is Prime going to do? Or he's going to be Super M flicking out. But on the other hand, the Sonya, killed. Also, Super M killed. That is 3 deaths to the side of Team Experiment 5. Cypher and Ego is left. But it's looking like they're gonna go for the split pushes here, but Hero knows, you know, how Cypher plays. Gonna be, you know, doing something. And Ego, wait, did he steal? Did he retribute? Yeah, he did, right? Okay, he secured the red buff, so that's good. Here comes the Starfall to save the minions and the tier 2 in the process. Gonna go for that golden carpet. I think that golden carpet is wasted.
I wasted purple one at that.
Amethyst
This is a lot of damage, right? Amethyst carpet, yeah. A lot of pick-offs coming in from both of the sides, but HSL, the high sugar level, they are always the one coming out on top because they have the Golden as well. But look at the skill.
Still coming up from the side of high sugar level once again. AOG is gonna be dropping. That's a good AOG, and the follow-up is gonna be what high sugar level needs to bust on everybody. Triple kill for Alice, and that is 4 deaths. Only Super M remaining to defend this onslaught. That is the tier 2 down. High sugar level want to end it, and yes, I think they can end it when the second minion come, but that is the Holy Shield, the Blessing Shield wasted. The Madara entered the battlefield and will be the taking onto the side of high sugar level. What up, AOG, coming from Mr. Gatot over here.
There was a wombo combo that we are seeing is so perfectly done, perfect well. And the free Madara surprisingly cannot do anything but just get caught. Nothing much.
Eating a very big heart. But this heart is quite dangerous. It's a heartbreaking one.
Yeah.
Alright. Madara is gonna be taken down pretty easily, I'm sure, but his HP doesn't seem like going down too much. But the retribution goes to the side of Bloodsucking Flea. High sugar level, another AOG. Good AOG, and that is a follow-up. High sugar level are rewarded with those play, but don't forget Cypher. Cypher can do it. Can he do it? But that's not enough damage.
Blue team turret has
Oh, yeah, he
been
did take
destroyed.
down the tier 2, but the mid lane, it's over. It's over. High sugar level takes the game 1. Cypher comes way too late. Wait, Cypher, wait. You mispressed it again, Cypher. This is the second time, and you're caught, and you will get the kill. Look at the recall taunt to the top side. The recall onto Cypher. This is too late, ladies and gentlemen, as high sugar level proves, just like Prime Eternity, that the first pick isn't always the first dip.
Victory!
Oh my God.
Alright. No, yep. And now they also won with the allies, a farmed up allies, and like we have always said, in this tank versus tank situation, you always have to have the early game. You always have to be equal or on to the lead, because if you are behind, there's no coming back. And we can see a great example here, because high sugar level, they were able to keep their momentum going on. And look at that, zero deaths onto the no-name blood-sucking queen. And a lot of damage onto her as well. Oh, she went for the no Sky Piercer like Kalia does, but
Yeah.
for the anti skills. So this is the sustain that she had, and oh my goodness, a lot of against this kind of composition, it's really really good.
Yeah, it works out because you don't want damage, you want sustain, right?
Yeah.
Because Ego is there, Cypher's there, Supreme is there, and also Sonya with the stacks of the Ionic Edge. So you need something to kind of negate those damage. So going for something like that kind of works out, Debbie. It works very well.
Yeah, it's so good at the optimization wise as well. It was perfect, but we have to restart. We do not want to wait around, because
Yeah.
first pick already for the side of Experiment 5 again, and high sugar level they already along with Prime Eternity broke the stereotypical second pick winners. So we can see Experiment 5, can they do it here as well, because they have the chance to pick out one hero that can be the best that they could. So will they be able to use this draft very well?
Never know yet, right? Until the first
Your
pick
team
comes
is
up.
banning.
And it's just gonna be the usual. Oh, there we go. Look, Debbie, it's an Angela
It
ban.
is in despair
Oh.
that I
Your
see the
team is
fondest
banning.
hopes.
Angela ban, the Florin ban. Okay.
Are you happy
No,
now?
Florin
You
is
happy
like
now?
equal to it. I'm actually happy though, because I'm always
Okay.
forced to play this hero. I kind of feel like, yeah, I'm fed up.
I'm bored. Yeah, bored and fed up. Yeah,
Bored
of
of it.
course.
You want some actions. No, I want to play the
Yeah.
clean, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not fed up of the Clint though.
Nah, because you are, willingly playing it. I'm
Your team
not
is
willingly
picking.
playing it, so
Okay.
I would
Makes
rather play a
sense.
Bene or a Selena. No,
Hey,
you don't have to
oi!
be good.
You go.
Oh, okay, nah.
Okay, never mind, never mind.
Nah,
Okay, they're getting the
Your
Alice.
team
Of
is
course, good pick,
going
right?
for
Good pick.
death.
Yeah.
Great pick, great pick.
Rinsler this
What?
time around.
Yeah. Oh, Rinsler.
Rinsler. No Baxia, but a Russi. I don't know. Wait, what? I don't
Wait,
know.
what? Okay.
What?
Cancel this guy, bro.
It's
Thank
like
you.
Your team is
Okay.
picking.
What? I'm trying to say a
Russian.
Russi
Okay.
one. A Russian.
Russian.
Yeah, there we
Okay.
go. That's a good one.
Great.
All right, now. What are we brain rotting about here?
From little acorns grow.
I'm not sure, but one thing I'm sure is we're gonna be seeing a lot of deforestation again.
Yeah, by
Supreme.
the Russian, right?
Yeah. Whoa. If he's gonna, win against the Super Aim again, let's see, because the Balearic and a great combination already. So a little bit of our trade, not a little bit, a lot of trades onto the heroes, because Gatot Belleric and Elise now, but onto the other side still, they're picking out the heroes that the Experiment 5 picked it. So are they just trying to show them that how to play the heroes or the combination that they had?
Maybe they're trying to do that.
The night sky
Combination
tells
this time
all.
around
team
onto the
is
side of high
banning.
sugar level. They're going for those picks that
Always on the way.
Experiment
Your
5 were
team is
experimenting
banning.
upon in the last game. So
I am
if
the
they have a
moonlight
Carmilla on
that
their
your
hands
team
though,
is
this could
picking.
work out. Like a good AOG, at the same time the Carmilla following up with the Curse of Blood, and that was a good amount of damage, and Ellie just sucks everyone in. So, but this time around, look at Experiment 5. They're not going for that. I think this is where either they're gonna do the negate build or maybe a Sky Piercer can follow up this time.
Yeah, it would be good. Sky Piercer is also still a valid choice. And yeah, already 3 female heroes onto the side of HSL, which is very, very good because they have 2 damage. Oh, no. One set, one magic damage, and the other physical. And a good laning heroes as well because they can use these heroes to split push. So
My mission
Experiment
is
5,
to
this
protect
time around
Your
they're still
team
sticking
is
to go for
picking.
the team fights. Meanwhile, for HSL's going for the solo fights as well. But yeah, a good change up in their pick as well. The horse coming into play, just an initiator and a damage soaker on top of that. Something that's gonna cement down their composition. That's good. But Experiment 5, what do they need? Oh, this is not here yet.
Yeah, it is not picked yet. Maybe this is the call that they're Experiment 5 are gonna take the edict. But Cypher is
Oh.
the split pusher usually, but okay. This is I don't know about this Terisla though. Oh, they're going for the Terisla. Interesting.
Yeah.
They're going full sustain. Look at them. They're very tanky. They kind of lack damage department, but Cypher kind of checks it out as well as Ego. Sonya,
Yeah.
it's like a mid damage dealer because you cannot have that passive always active, right? Especially against tanks that don't deal much damage. Accumulation of the rage is kind of wiped out,
I
but
am the
high sugar
priestess
level
of
gonna be
primal
picking that
lightning,
Edith on their hands
the
instead. They're
hunter
going
of
for the
all the evil
full
gods.
combi again. Russian, Latina, and Warden.
Warden. That's crazy because a lot of damage for high sugar level and a lot of sustain for Experiment 5, and they are doing the BTR style, like
Yeah.
the BTR styles and putting all the damage or the carry into the hands of Eman, the goal leader. And this time around, Eman has to be Ego because Ego is the Elise, and they want Elise to deal all the damage because looking at their position, right, they are all looking for sets and a little bit of a sustain too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a little bit, overwhelming into the early part of this game. They have to take the snowball, or else I think high sugar level they have a lot of kill pressure into their heroes, so they have to make the early game work.
Yeah, this Alice, of course, gonna be focusing on damage because they have a walking dominance ice on their side. So I don't think
Welcome to
Alice.
Mobile
I mean, he can
Legends.
still get the dominance ice.
Yeah.
The more the better, but the more the merrier.
5
What the
seconds
more
till
the
the
better?
enemy
What the
reaches
heck?
the battlefield.
Into Land of
Smash
Dawn we
them.
go. That's the best thing
All troops
that's happening
deployed.
right here, ladies and gentlemen, because Experiment 5 are onto the blue side, and yes, it's gonna be the red bloody side, the high sugar level, blood sugar levels high, spiking up, and that's them as Debbie takes this point again.
The high sugar level, a retribution being not wasted but forced upon by the new name Esmeralda Latina there. But still, the goal lane edits already, and they are just putting the Belleric here again, so a good clearance is what they need. But this time around, we're gonna be seeing a Terizla onto the XP side and not the mid lane, so a lot of pressure is gonna be provided against the Marsha here, but a contest onto the Lito.
Sonya though getting that camera, but it's just gonna be the Lito going to the side of high sugar level. They get the Lito level over their side, but Super M though getting suplex here, connects with the vet here. Here comes a 1.5 on towards the tree. There goes the smash from Hero as well. But it's gonna be Super M falling here, but no, it could be the other way. Hero might fall, or maybe it's gonna be Macer. The first blood goes to the side of high sugar level as Macer being lost. Here comes Eagle finally with the blood sucking, but he didn't get the didn't get the grab as well, so that was unfortunate.
Unfortunate. I think they have to turn off the early game pressure a little bit more for the side of Experiment 5 because they do not have the early aggression, but look at that.
Yep, that aggression coming in from Ego right now. Gonna go Steph. Oh, that is a good Oracle coming in. Oracle play coming in from the Latina. Knowing where the flowing blood is gonna go, and yes, Vet, they were able to find the bloodsucker known as Ego. And also, here comes Cypher finally. Gonna use that revenge strike to strike out that Hylos, I'm pretty sure, because he does not have a name. Yes, Mancer also takes out the no-name Latina here, and that is good. Onto the side of Experiment 5, but they don't have the jungler. But I mean, Ego is coming to take here, but here comes, oh no, here comes Rinsler, the Rizzler here, trying to take out Mancer also, but he's gonna be the one getting taken out, but forces out the Flicker because he's gonna die. But that Retribution is gonna go to the side of Experiment 5 because they don't have a Retributionist onto his hands. AOG gonna be used towards high sugar level. Sonya gonna clean up as Super Him also gets the kill right there. They're gonna go for more because Hero getting smashed by the hammer of the blacksmith, the big black hammer.
And it's taking all the revenges that's needed, and this is gonna be the good starting for the side of Experiment 5, and they are just finally finding their footing, which they couldn't into the previous game, and this draft is looking pretty solid too. So we were actually mentioning they would need these early games. So now that they have the early game, they have to maintain their momentum, they have to maintain their pace and not lose out any goal. A little bit of a staying also might not work, but you know, with the knockup, we can see a little bit of a vision coming in into the reverse side. Not much is gonna be happening because there's no objective just yet.
But that top side is looking very well fortified, but it seems like most of Team Experiment 5 are going to be focusing on the bot for now, or if they could support, because the turtle is going to spawn this lane, right? EXP lane.
Yeah.
But for now, Ego is looking for clearing those camps. But top side, there's going to be touchies from both of our gold laners here. Super M gonna go for the Ancient Seed, but here comes that initiation coming in. AOG stopping Rinsler from getting too Rizzy.
Wow.
And that is dead Rinsler right there. There also finally the golden carpet being used. Get Curse of Blood also. Lots of damage distribution going equally to the side of Experiment 5. But it's gonna be the Hylos getting taken out, and also it's gonna be Hero here getting that 1v1 kill on the top side. But Ego gonna come here trying to suck out everyone here, but Ego in trouble. Still has the falling blood to go back on safety, but look at the Latina securing and just tanking so much damage. Is taking 3 guys. Wow, what a Latina.
Wow. He's so thick, man. And the steel, I mean. The way he was bouncing around. So, okay. Oh, invasion.
Invasion from the Latina, of course. That's how the thick ones do it, right? Okay.
They wanna, you know, they wanna ace in everything they do, but yeah, they have to get back because there were 3 members onto the side of the Experiment 5, and they do not want to really risk it because I think they are down for a kill. So,
whoa. Those drifts coming in from Mancer though, but it's gonna be the Vengeance Strike taking out Rizzler. Cypher gets unstoppable here. Turtle Soup is go for the contest, but it's just gonna be Mr. I think Hylo's falling here. Yes, Ego gets the kill. That is gonna be another death onto the hands of, I think, high sugar level. This time around, they're not looking good because they're just giving free turtles as of now. Even if they contest, they couldn't do anything.
yeah, that was they shouldn't have completely even contested at all. So this time, Esmeralda.
Oh, nice movements coming in from the thick Latina. That's good. But top side, it seems like Super M finally had his fill onto the Warden. Gonna try to rotate here. Seems like they're calling him into the invasion of the purple, but the purple is already taken. Okay, Super M though. What a nice tree.
Yeah, what a nice tree, just standing around, showing a little bit of a dominance that has to be weighted. But still into the top lane, it's basically a dead lane, right? They're just not fighting, but are they fighting?
Yeah, they are fighting. There goes the AOG as well. Landing onto Super M here. Or that's not Super M, or is it Super M? Because who's gonna fall? That's gotta be Hero, taken down by Mancer. The Latina here is running for her dear life, but she has the sprint. She has the movement speed to escape this. Challenger's gonna be coming here. Oh no, Mancer gonna go for some shields. Hitting onto the Latina. Goes for the 1.5 here. Stuns. Absolutely. That extra dominance passive effect is stopping the Latina from healing too much. That is good.
Yeah.
But what's gonna be happening here? Ego though is in position to stop lanes, but what is next? What is next? Super in agency. Not quite yet. He's low on mana.
Now we have to be careful. They hit full, but okay, done.
Okay, Rapid Dire also connecting, but there goes the golden carpet. This is the initiation that high sugar level needs to make, but no ego don't. On the other hand, killing some on the bot side is also mid side. There's some trades going in, and that is a good trade coming into the side of Experiment 5, and finally their experiment is working. They were able to take out 4, also known as the split dominance here, because bot side they are also getting kills, mid side they're also getting kills. But look at here, Hero is only left Rinsler to spawn, but he's way too far.
Yep, and this is a fed up to Ego Alice that we are seeing. So whenever he goes, try to go look for the kills or the blood sucking that they Alice does. Oh, Curse of Blood.
Okay, gonna be connecting Sonya though. It's in trouble, but that's gonna be a tick Latina. I'm pretty sure securing the kill on Sonya here. Sonya try to hold it up, try to buy time for the teammates, but yes, he can't. Oh wait, he escapes. But the Star Flower gonna be coming in, but no, Sonya W plays with the AOG. And that is one tier taken down onto the mid side here. And they're gonna go for more. It seems like Experiment 5. Good thing by Sonya buying time for them, but it seems like the penalty zone, I'm pretty sure, was used up there by Cypher. And he's just gonna go for more. Hero pops in the full rev, but no, Cypher gets the godlike instead. And another slam coming in, but Ego getting kills. I'm gonna go for this one. Maybe gonna be double, but wait, flowing blood way too away. But don't forget the Rinsler is a very sneaky Rinsler. They're trying to risk down the turrets because top is already gone. Maybe this tier 2 is gonna get taken out here as well. Vet is low, has to go back to heal, but it's gonna be the Rizzler this time, trying to stop this onslaught of the debris of making. Cypher, on the other hand, is gonna go for that initiation with some smacks, but that is a Rinsler on the other hand. So they're gonna be backing off because the Madara is up, and Experiment 5 are wasting no time to take this Lord.
Yeah, they shouldn't either, so they have to be very, very fast on just trying to melt it down. But we can see Hero. I think he's on just something, just trying to do something. But AOG?
AOG, another good AOG coming in from Mr. Sonya here. Look at the placements of the ultimates coming up as Mancer get a kill on the Centaur. Here comes the Sonya slashing, and Hero getting killed. The Vet also died. That's 3 deaths on the side of high sugar level. We thought they could make it, but the AOG is way too AOG for them to handle it. And there goes the full pressure coming from Experiment 5 on the mid side, because Madara is going to follow later. The big force is going to get delayed and come at the end. Wait, what?
The force, the bigger the force is gonna be very late. But still, inhibitor is what they are gonna have to focus on, right? But penalty zone is already up. The flicker is also up. We might see something.
Here comes the big one. There is the golden carpet, like we say. But there's so many stuff happening. How does one cast these moments right here? Because that's just kill fiesta. And there goes the kills as well. 1, 2 trades, 2 deaths on the side of... Oh wait, that's 4, because Ego here sucks everyone. That's a triple for Super M. Oh my god, that is W on the side of Experiment 5. They take out the inhibitor, the enemy concedes defeat instantly because time is running out. And congratulations for coming back, Experiment 5. You secured another chance to go ahead, but this time you're gonna get that double pick. But wait, it's usually the blue team winning this time around. We thought the red team are gonna win, but what the heck is going on?
I think it has something to do with the lineup, right? Because they were for Experiment 5. They pick out the way who's high sugar level played, and they're using their heroes into their own kit, into their own composition, and they're picking out heroes that has a lot of crowd control, that is a lot of area of effects. And for the side of high sugar level, they pick out heroes that is mainly focused on to the solo fights. But that won't work if your opponents are always gonna be staying together, and especially if they are tanky. So I think the curse onto the first pick is gone. So we can see it's not dependent on where the picks are gonna be when two high level heroes are playing. We're gonna have to see it's all dependent on the draft.
Indeed, and well said. But for now, both teams are gonna switch places, and High Sugar Level have the first pick and experiment the two picks. But it all comes down to who can play better this time around. High Sugar Level, they need to be, quite decisive on their first pick, and they have to think through as well. Maybe an Alice pick is good, so they're gonna go for that Alice as the blood-sucking flea onto the side of the High Sugar Level. Kind of works out, and yes, Eagle also makes the Alice work out. And yes, I think the Alice will be a priority pick here again.
Yeah, I think it's solely dependent on how the players are playing, because
Your
into
team
the
is
first
banned.
game that we had, they were completely ignoring the Ellies. So this time around,
Let's make the
these two
whole
teams are
world
definitely going to be
Your team is
considering
banned.
that at least as the most important hero that they want to contest. But look at the bans, right?
Horology is my
Your
craft.
team
Support
is my
banning.
name.
Yep.
Florian
You want to ban
Angela.
out those annoying
Experience
supports
the
as much as
euphemism.
possible.
Your
Ranger,
team is picking.
don't need to ban him anymore because he's
My
falling
kiss
down.
grants Your
Oh, there we
team
go.
is picking.
Priority pick.
Hey.
Yes, Eagle though. Wait, hey.
Not man.
Okay.
Pick it.
Pick it and get DQ'd. Yeah, it's better for casters.
Need no
All
No
right.
way.
All right. Mancer and Cypher. Look at these two
Oh,
big
wait.
boys.
bones of
Wait.
steel.
Oh, flex. Hero was flexing, man.
Bro,
He's just
okay.
saying us, bro. You guys are broke.
Bro, this is tournament lobby. What do you mean? Oh, that's a good skin though. That is a
No.
good skin.
No. In
Yeah.
tournament lobby, if you show your hero, it's gonna be showing your skin only when you use it in game.
Oh, I get
Yeah.
it.
Is
All right then, but
Your
only the
team is
clean epic
picking.
skin looks good. Others are
Of course,
trash.
you love-
Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Alright. But yeah, no trash for now because Carmilla is it. The most priority, the highly prioritized hero is this combination actually. High Sugar Level went for the first match combination still because they were going for the Gatot, Elise, and the Carmilla combination, and it worked really good for them. They got the early game, they definitely swept it.
From
But
little
this
A
time
Your
around,
team is
a
banning.
little bit of a response here against Super Aim onto the
Your
tree
team
again.
is banning.
always
That's
on the
tree.
way.
Super M
Your team is
kind of
picking.
utilized the tree a lot in the last match. That ancient seed are sowed to perfection. He reaped what he sowed, Mr. Emir. So that's good. It's good for him. But can they do a second, good sow in here, good farm in here? Never know, unless because Alice, on the other hand, seems like she'll not have that dominance effect, so she could go for a Sky Piercer, or I think a Sky Piercer would work here because look at them, they're so tanky. If you're gonna keep sucking, you need to a point that you need like that 10% to just go execute, right? So
Yeah. True damage that it will work. But what will Suya pick here?
My mission
Oh,
is to
Oh my
protect
god.
Your
Oh,
team is
Experiment 5.
picking.
They are really going that tanky
Oh.
route here. Really tanky
Uh,
work. But the jungle,
no
on the
Masa,
other
no
hand,
SL, you know?
yeah, this
Yeah.
time around, they're not picking those. They're just going for the longevity of the fights. Oh, wait, never mind. This is just when we said it. Speak of the devils. Wow.
It's their hero.
Hello.
Mhm.
Hello, devils.
Hello, devils. So no, not the
Right.
Masha. I love to consider the Masa and the Hilda as an equal, right? Because they both have a bursty kind of damages and they have
Yeah.
a lot of potential.
My
So
fist is
one time
always the right answer
I call
for
this
the tough
Johan
questions.
win. I one took Hilda and he was so offended and he started using Masa, but still the same, no?
Very much.
Still the same, no?
The
Yeah,
night sky
yeah.
tells all.
And
Your
yes, they're
team
gonna
is
go for
picking.
those two devils here. The only thing that differentiate them are one is magical, one is physical.
Yeah. But on the same side though, will you like it? Will you like them on the same side though?
Yeah, like something. I mean, still, I think I was mistaken when I said velocity loss. I think they won instead.
Yeah, man.
Or did they?
No
I don't
wonder.
know.
Ah, you
Maybe
have
they
to check it.
surrender or it depends on the management side. But anyhow, look at this. That's gonna be an eagle pick for the Barat.
Eagle.
Okay, velocity loss. I was right. Saqib Zavet is
Alright.
wrong. He said velocity wins, so I was like, huh? So, okay, all right. Look at this eagle. What is he gonna pick? Yes, he is the jungler onto the side of Experiment 5. He is gonna go for the Barats. And look at this. Like I said, very tanky, so Sky Piercer will work. Tanky versus those mercy damage, right? But
Yeah.
well,
It will.
what do you think would win here, Debbie? What do you think is the right call?
Experiment 5, they have a lot of sustain, right? But still, for the side of high sugar level, they do have a lot of damage potential. That means that's also a kill pressure, and not to forget a harem too. So basically, I think they might be able to do it because they have a split push potential as well. But Experiment 5, they have a way to try to stop these allies to start the farm. So if they play their cards right into the early game, because they have the early game advantage, I think they will be able to do so. Because in this tank versus tank situation, I cannot stretch this long enough. It's that the one who have the most goal into the early part is the one who usually gets the game.
Yeah. Yeah, goal advantage does work
Welcome
out.
to
You get those
Mobile
items
Legends.
first, you get the lead. And we're back. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the
seconds till the
final match
enemy
for
reaches the
tonight because two
battlefield.
best of
Smash
threes are
them.
going to be played. And yes, this is the final
All
best of
troops
three.
deployed.
Whoever is the best is going to take the trophy to the semifinals. And it's going to be high sugar level on the blue side this time. And red side is going to be the Experiment 5. This time they're cooking up a new experiment. Tanky experiment here, but is it going to be working, or is this prototype going to help them win? Or maybe, you know, like the more damaged ones are going to be winning. And Answer going to go for the invade instantly, but he's getting caught out here, forces out the vengeance here, but it's like the Alice does not care because it's just a Mancer. You don't want to delay your farm any farther there.
Yeah. And not he's into the ruin position as well, so he can, actually risk to do all those. He can give his life for just one buff as well. It will still work out, but he might be in trouble.
Indeed, Mancer gonna go for more, but Eagle gonna come in, pops in retribution here for that extra movement speed maybe, but so much happening. It's gonna be the first blood on the side of Experiment 5. Gonna go make it the second or maybe not. Sonya get traded out, but two kills on the side of Experiment 5 is a W. They couldn't get Vet, but Eagle getting that 2 kills, and I'm pretty sure this could be like a free turtle, but no, Mancer on the other hand, finally getting... Wait, he actually go for the Vet. What a mad lad.
Yeah, he's a mad lad. He's definitely high on sugar as well. And like Aroma for Aroma, still not that bad, but Cypher might be in trouble.
Yep, that's got to be always the Cypher that's gonna be in trouble. Hero though, wait. Hero is the one is in trouble instead because if the Deadness Welcome Lift, that could have been bad for Hero, but it seems like bot lane also the tree is just dominating over the... Who's that now? Rinsler, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, Turtle being contested here, but Eagle does not have the teammates, so he's gonna be playing safe to hit that Retribution. Deadness Welcome Lift coming in, but there goes the Retribution as well. Here comes the Twa and the Hawk and the killing spree also with the Mancer with double, and yes, that is how you flush people out. And good initiation coming in from Experiment 5. This is looking really promising on their side because tankiness kind of still wins over damage in this meta, I feel like.
Yeah.
Wrath of the Diard and the spam. The recall with the Wrath of the Diard is just... I was like wondering, wait, are those helicopters coming from? Wrath of the helicopters, I was trying to say, but it was super in just taunting. That's good. That's very good. Oh, Vet secures that. Secures the red.
But
so.
still, look at the Alice though. Eagle, wait, it's not Eagle, but the no-name guy.
Wait, hold up. This could be in trouble. The flying blood, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be up. He's gonna toss it away.
Oh!
Safety. Oh, he actually used it to go further up, but that could be a mistake because Cypher comes in, kills him. AOG being used, the knockup coming in as well. The Hawk Cross also, but it's gonna be Sonya living to see the day, and that is another 4 kills on the side of Experiment 5. And yes, this experimental prototype is working out for them flawlessly, actually.
Oh my goodness, flawlessly indeed. Because you do not want to see an Elise dying 3 times in the early game in 3 minutes. And this is not
Yep.
the best case scenario. Because whenever you see an Elise who's winning out, they have that snowball. They're freely farming. And this time around, Experiment 5, they know that they do not want to give the Elise the free farms as much as possible. And even Mancer was able to delete the buff taking quite a lot. But bot lane here, though.
Bot lane, somebody's gonna be in trouble. That is the Rizzler. The Rizzler getting just tapped out by a tree is just crazy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hero though. We're seeing Cypher delivering the blows towards the hero, and that is another turtle spawn. The curse of blood being used here by Vet, but it's not enough to save him. It's just Gatot Kacha. Gonna go for some engagement here. I believe he still has the AOG. Yes, that's gonna work out well for him. Mancer gonna go in, trying to find somebody in the bush, but they just recalled out. Yeah, gonna go for the Alice, of course. You want to zone out the jungler as much as possible, but it seems like the jungle evade coming in for Experiment 5 because they want to deny their jungles and also the turtle, because turtle is not the main priority here. The blaster coming in, the Bancer also recalling. Rinsler gonna go in with the thunderclaps as well, but here comes the second, and also the golden carpets come up as the shutdown goes to the side of Gatot, and the AOG dropping in there, funneling everybody in the process. And look at that beautiful play, but it's gonna be Sunya on the other hand. Blood sugar level are getting sucked off their high sugar levels by Experiment 5. Maybe they have the BP or the, any blood sugar testing that Experiment 5 are using instruments to go against biology, or I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's a free turtle sub to the side of Experiment 5.
Yep, they're just trying to neutral the amount of levels that they have for the side of high blood sugar, and they definitely can do that because this is an Alice, and he's always gonna be weak in the farm if you are gonna be disrupting him, and this is exactly what Experiment 5 are doing. But top lane though,
Top lane as Rinsler falls to Sonya. Cypher is still standing though, but there you go. Experiment 5 are looking good. They keep getting kills left to right. They are standing in quite the mountainous 15 kills on their hands. Also gold lead 6k.
okay, very juicy, and something you would like to have when you are against an Alice though. And I think teams should try to do these kind of gameplays especially against Eternity Esports, Prime Eternity, because they love Kelly love playing the Elise, right? And try to give him the same treatment as these Experiment 5 are doing into the early game. It doesn't matter how much you die, you just take away the damage, the farm of the Elise, and you're good to go. Kill the late game. Just maintain the momentum, maintain the goal lead, and do not let him out. Do not give him any buff. But top lane though, hero might be in trouble. I think he's safe. Well, not yet.
Oh, he's safe. Or the blaster's gonna get caught. And yes, Mancer gets a kill. Higo gets thirsted over here. ALG used to defensively. And then look at what's happening right here. But the Gatot Kacha kind of sustained out. But not the wrath of the Experiment 5 though. If they are experimenting something, why not? Let me experiment if British action can actually hypecast. So alright. Alright, we are here. Like a Debbie, we're gonna be drinking our bottle of waters, and of course, seems like the engagement coming in from the Experiments 5. They're gonna be looking. The flowing blood goes in. There's also the it's kind of hard, but let me try. Vet on the other hand, the thunder clapping comes in. The smashing also from Cypher is quite Cypherous here. And look at that here. One onto the taking as well. Also takes the Mancer, and Ego getting the stoppable right here. Destroys the turret in the process. The AOG comes up as well. And that is a good AOG, but to what cost? Losing that inhibitor. Perhaps.
Perhaps. But
Perhaps was not needed
feels
though.
very safe here. perhaps it's so, you can use it anywhere. It's a toy that way, but still, look at that. The blood-sucking queen still not giving up, just trying to take down the turtle, but being read away by Ego here. Still a level difference for both of these jungles, so the dragon is gonna be winning against the vampire here, but okay, look at
Ego getting that retribution play coming up, and that is a super M with the double as well. And that's quite scrumptious, quite marvelous actually. But look at that, the testing coming in from Experiment 5 once again. They grab everybody in the process, and that is how experiment should go. Experiment on
Correct.
mistakes and comes and turns up to the product. Like Hanuman Kind once said, like wait, I forgot like the lyrics now, but he making money on his experiments, like something like that. It was there, but AOJ gonna funnel down 2 people in the mid. Actually, that was 3 because my eyes are getting a little goofy here. But here comes the Hawk Torwing coming in from the dinosaur, the big dinosaur that's spinning out the guitar catcher. But it's gonna be a godlike with the Ego. Gets for more. That's 3 deaths on the side of high blood sugar levels. You wanna take down on the tea intake along with those 3 sugar cubes. And yes, too much sugar can lead to diabetes. So that's what you mean, right, Debbie?
Yeah, it has to be because I feel like I'm listening to is like the football league, but look at that.
Oh, frick.
Something else?
Yeah, footballs are kicked, but there's no Bruno, unfortunately. And Super Red once again taking some Hegos onto the side, but that's 2 to 3. That's a Cypher gets the triple over here. And yes, they're gonna try to touch down everybody. 3 also falls. That's a wipe out on the side of Experiment 5. And with that concludes it. I'm pretty sure as Super M gonna be walking to the turrets that's healthy. I think he's gonna go for the mid side, but he goes for the turret that was healthy. What is going on, Super M? That is GG, well played to the side of Experiment 5. And that is how they end the chapter for tonight. With a Wrath of the Diet, Super M still wants a little bit of a mischief coming up here. And yes, the enemy concedes defeat. And Experiment 5, reign on.
And the casting actually reminds me of Tottenham versus Man United.
Victory!
What? The
And like most of the football casters are actually very like they are English, right? They are British.
Yeah,
so
true.
It reminded me of that. And what a pace, man! You could actually hit that off. That was
The
good.
frick? I'm
Yeah,
not Debbie. No, I'm just a wannabe caster, like most. Nah, no, let me not say it.
Still, won. Yes.
All right, Debbie. Anything more to say here? Okay.
Out of the book, but still, Experiment 5. They experimented in the first game, I think, and now they had found their footing, and they're able to take this game. So heading to the semifinals, it is their duty now, and I think they have the power, to try to beat Eternity Esports as well. Don't you think?
Possibly, right? Very possible, but I feel like Prime Eternity have more experience over that. If they make Kylie play on the Alice, it's over for Experiment 5. So if they wanna deny the Alice and possibly do something. But Neko Quimmer and the Terisla play was also perfect. Everybody's perfect on the side of Prime Eternity.
That's
so.
the thing, right? That's the thing.
That's very true. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna conclude. And good luck for the giveaways. Good luck for any sort of diamond giveaways or the weekly pass giveaways that's gonna be happening. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Goodbye. This is me and Debbie. Gotta be drinking a cup of tea.
Yeah.
We are back with the giveaway, and you can see the all the names here. If your name is missing, then you can just comment, and I will add your name. So Debbie, add Debbie name. Debbie's here. Debbie name. I'm seeing very less name today. No, we have this name today. Uh, Debbie, I guess Yumi Kaura has already name. Kenji name is already there. SK, Just Bolty. You can add the Just Bolty name. Pratik P. Pathak. I guess his name is no, his name is there already. IBY is there. Break Place, Tarun, NKR. You can add Iram name. Kage is already there. Iram, it's ERUM. I guess all are there. Just 1 second, let me just confirm. Everything is here. AVERAGE everything. Yeah, add the everything name is not in the list. Yeah, we can spin now. Oh my god, Tarun is winning again. Tarun, are you there? Tarun, Tarun, you can just share me on WhatsApp, right? You have my WhatsApp, you can share me that. Just remove the name and the spin again. Yeah, I have your ID already. I have your ID. I noted down. Pratik B. Nayak. Are you here? Pratik, you can share me your ID. Titri, yeah, I saw your name just now, but we have already started spinning, so I didn't add your name. Pratik, just share me your ID. No, but it just replied me. Tarun already shared ID and just made Pratik ID. Just replied where is gone to copy the ID. Oh, Pratik just I saw the Pratik comment here. Yeah, I just commented. Where is gone? Pratik, I will wait for you for a few more seconds. If your name is, if you didn't provide your ID, then if 1 second, I just have to change. Why it's again changed to top chat? Yeah, sorry. I just got your ID. Thank you.
俺は自分に嘘をつく
Bro,
ような
tell
奴
them
は
how
嫌
can
い
I
だ。
just we have started the spin, right? I will add the 3 days, 2 times tomorrow.
お前みたく強くかっこよくなりたくて、ずっとお前の後を追いかけてた。
Yeah, so I guess this is end for the today. Let's come back to. We don't have the stream tomorrow, and the semis are on the 20th. We have the semi-final, and on that day, on 30, we have final. Titli, what happened?